Hi everyone, just back today to share my latest journal with you. It's a Spring Goddess journal, and it's basically celebrating the rebirth and growth and renewance of the earth and everything coming alive. The return of longer days, which is nice to see. It's even quite sunny here today in the UK, which has been really nice after a wet week as usual. So I'm hoping to get this journal filmed and get out and do some gardening. But because it's sunny and the area I'm filming in my dining room, it's got big patio windows and the light streaming through. I've shut the blinds, but it's not really made much difference. So I apologise for all the shadows, and it looks a little bit dark and everything already. So actually I might just try putting a light on and see if that makes a difference. No, not really. So I'm sorry in advance, but I hope you can still get the gist of what I'm sharing with you. It measures 8.5 by 5.5. It has 52 pages front to back, and as soon as I've finished filming, I'm going to list it into my Etsy shop as it is going for sale. I've used several kits in it, mainly Artie Mae's. I've used Artie Mae's Spring Mist, a touch of spring, and I've also used some collage papers that she had in a shop a while back, and I think I've even used some of the sunflower kit. So it is predominantly Artie Mae's, except there is a few pages of another kit which I'm sorry I can't even remember where I bought them from, but if anybody's interested I could get you the information. Right, so I'll get into it. It has a simple seam bind enclosure, and it's actually been done in the open style, open spine journal, which makes it very easy for putting papers in or taking pages out. So I think you can always get continued use out of your journal with that method. This is just very simple, and at the back you could use it for putting in your own personal details or whatever, or just journaling. As I said, these collage papers are from Artie Mae's, and they just reminded me of spring, so they were great for this project. And just a little snippet piece that I cut out of an Edith Holden book, which says, "What did springtime whisper, O ye rivulets?" which I thought was quite nice. On the front I've just done a little bit of put a little bit of glitter on the corners because I like glitter. It's what you do. These little I don't know what she calls them. These have been inspired by Joyce Kerr's. I don't know if any of you have watched any of Joyce's videos, but she does these amazing, she calls them messy threads, and no matter how I practice I can never do them. But I just love them, and she puts beads and things on them, and I just think they're a nice little embellishment. So if you haven't checked out Joyce Kerr's YouTube channel, I really suggest you have a look. I did say, yeah, it's got 52 pages front to back. I had to stop putting things in because it was getting a little bit chunky, and I didn't really want it to get too chunky. This was the kit that I can't remember the name of it, but I just thought the colours of it went perfect with this journal because I've stuck to mainly excuse me, greens and lemons. I've just got a little embellishment here. It's just like a little bit of beadwork. It was from an old piece that I picked up a while back. I haven't put, and I've left this here, haven't made it into a pocket because, as I said, it was getting bulky, but you could always do that yourself if you wanted. This is Touch of Spring, I think, Artie Mae's. This is just a page out of a book which says March. And it'll say seed time, and I plan on planting some seeds today in my garden because it's getting on in the year already. Can't believe it's Good Friday today. Well, I've got a nice long weekend off work, but how scary is that? We're into April already. The year's just flying by, isn't it? Here I've just got another piece of that little I can't think what it's called. It's just all beadwork anyway. I've just made it into a tuck spot with a journaling card. Here I've got what I call a little secret tuck spot. This does fold up. When you finish writing, you can tie it up again. So I won't undo it because it takes ages to put it back. Just got a nice little daffodil on, which does always make me think of spring when I see it. And it was my mum's favourite flower. And I always like to get daffodils in at this time of year. It makes me think of my mum. Yeah, she just loved them. Here I've got, excuse me, another one of these little messy threads. Inspired by Joyce, but they look nothing like Joyce's. But if you don't try, you don't get anywhere, do you? I've just made a little tuck spot here with a journal card. I've used a lot of Artie Mazes. She's got another kit in her Etsy shop. It's got all moocher ladies in, and I always think a lot of them look very spring-like and goddessy. Yes, I think this is a touch of spring, and I've just printed that onto vellum. Here I've just created a little pocket with some fabric. It's just filled with journaling cards, tags. Won't pull everything out, but you get the gist. I like to have lots of tuck spots so you can keep adding or distracting from your journal. Some plain paper for writing in. That was the kit, I can't remember, but it's a lovely kit. It's just got like lots of medieval looking ladies in as well, which I really love. Here I've just done another little tuck spot on a piece of sheet music, and it's got a tag. Oh God, I'm messing about again with this filming, aren't I? Sorry for the light, I know it just does look really bad. Some lined paper for writing. Another one of these lovely images, but I just love the colours, and it all went with this, greens and lemons. It always makes me think of springtime, just green and lemon. And these pages I love. These are, I think, the touch of spring, and they're just lovely. They've got little, it still gives your page a little bit of interest, but you can still journal on it. I've left quite a lot of writing space for this, because when I start, I've just started a spring journaling it myself. I do a lot of garden stuff in a write. What I've planted, does it do well? Does it need moving for next year? I just keep all my spring notes. I use my spring journal for gardening, but each to their own. More writing space. This was from a book, The Centre. It's got all lovely wildflowers and stuff in it, and I just thought the colours was lovely, so I left that for the middle. The centre has just got some more of that seam binding, which attaches here onto the spine, but you can undo that, and like I said, you can take these pages out and reuse it. That's another of that front image that I used. Just some journaling cards, some tags. Once again, I love that daffodil picture. That's an Artie Maze one. I think I've also used actually some cigarette cards, which was on from Artie Maze's shop as well. Like I said, I really should write everything down, shouldn't I? It would make things a lot easier when I'm trying to explain. I love that lady as well. Another one of the moocher ladies. Just love Moocher. His work is just so colourful and beautiful. And I love doing sort of anything to do with Moocher. I don't know, I just really love doing it. Some more journaling space. Here I've just done a little tuck spot, which you can keep notes in. It's a double tag, that from Artie Maze. Some more writing paper. Another, you could even journal down there, so there's plenty of room for journaling. And here I've just used, I've made a little flip up, which you can write on that side, and then you can cover it up after, or you can even add photographs on it. I've done a little bit of collaging. The other side of that vellum. Here I've just done another little secret journaling spot, which I've just collaged up. These butterflies are from Artie Maze, and I've just sprinkled them with glitter. I don't know what it is about spring, I just always think it should be glittering. That and Christmas needs glitter. Another little journaling card. the other side of that March page. Coming towards the end of it now, the back. I just love this image as well. Looks, it's got nasturtiums, and I always plant nasturtiums in my garden as well. Here I've just left the back with an image I got from Sunflower Kit, which I love. But I have put in, I've made a little envelope, which I have put in some bits of, and I will put some more in actually before I add it into it. There's just little bits of journaling cards. And I have got a Moocher tarot deck, and I've put a couple of those cards in. There's a little bit of vellum in it, just little bits and pieces you can add to your journal, or you could even keep little notes or lists in, but that goes in the back like that, and it folds up. This was a book that I gutted, and I didn't want to do anything to the back because I just thought it looked so lemony and spring-like, so I have just left it. That's basically my Spring Goddess journal. I hope you all be having a nice Easter and you get some rest, those of you not working. The partner's working today and I am working Monday, so it doesn't leave much time to do anything at weekend, but weather's promised good, so hopefully I'll get in the garden. And as I've mentioned, I am going to list this now in my Etsy shop if anybody's interested, or if anybody wants to PM me before I list it, you just give us a shout. Thanks again for watching. I hope you all enjoy your weekend and don't eat too much Easter eggs. Take care. Bye.